Howdy y'all, we are currently exploring the cities of Périgueux and Sarlat, so come along with us as we show you them. They're two completely different cities. Périgueux tends to be more French, whereas Sarlat is more international. This is where more immigrants and expats live, but you still get that French vibe, and we're excited to show you them. In Périgueux. So we're about to go eat at Bistro Voltaire. It has a 4.8 rating and it's open, so we're gonna go check it out.
So one thing, it's closed, so we're not eating out there. We're Bistro Voltaire. Google Maps isn't always very accurate here because people don't update it like they do in the US as religiously as we do in the US.
It said it was open until 2, mais c'est pas vrai. So we're trying to find another place to eat. But the thing with France is after 2 p.m., restaurants tend to close until they open for evening service. And it is 1 p.m., so we are gonna try to go quickly and find something. It was an hour drive to get here from our village, and we haven't eaten today, and we're very hungry, so we need food ASAP.
I got the velouté de choux vert, which is green cabbage. It tastes like broccoli soup, to be honest. Like just like broccoli soup, but like 10 times better than what you get from what's that place everyone likes going bread? Panera?
The reason you said that is a joke because Panera is Latin for bread, so me and my friends always call it bread. Just had lunch at Le Saint-Louis. It was very delicious.
Lunch was really good. I got the lunch menu. It was a really good price. €16 for essentially the same thing he got for twice the cost. I would recommend it. Overall, it was way better than I expected for a little cafe in Périgueux. Lunch menu was like a really good deal. I'd recommend it.
And now we're gonna go wander and look around, maybe find a local coffee shop, but thus far, really liking Périgueux. It is super cute. I think we're like kind of in the Centerville. There is a place. How do you say place in English? A square. One thing I'm really noticing about this place is there are tons of squares. While there are cute little windy roads, there are a lot of open spaces, which is pretty cute. A few fun facts about Périgueux is 1, it is known for being more French than Bergerac or Sarlat, less touristy and a little bit more French. Thus far, we have noticed that it's been very, very French. At the restaurant, we spoke French, and then when they tried to switch to English, we just said en français, and they switched back to French. So again, if you're learning...
We said it politely though, that we're practicing our French. Dylan was like, French, in French. Yeah. No, he was, j'ai pratiqué en français.
Je pratique en français.
Sorry, désolé.
Je vais très pratiquer en français, is what I said. Switch back to French. So those learning French, all you gotta do is tell them you want to speak French, and they'll switch to French with you. Périgueux is a Roman city that goes back to 2,000 years ago. It was originally founded as a Gallo-Roman city called Vesuna. And you can still find the Roman ruins here and walk around and see them. Modern Périgueux merged with the Roman Périgueux, so you're going to see a mix of Roman as well as medieval. It was a medieval settlement. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing this wrong, but it was Le Saint-Front. So you have a little bit of a medieval Roman urban layout. Périgueux is considered the capital of Périgueux Blanc due to its limestone and yellow colors. There is also Périgueux Noir, which is known for its forest, which also includes medieval castles. So throughout the Dordogne, you're going to see castles everywhere, which is partially because of the 100 Years' War between England and France. Another thing Périgueux is known for is for truffles, specifically black truffles. They're a delicacy here. Throughout Dordogne, you're going to see lots of things with duck and foie gras, but here you're going to see things for truffles. So behind me is the Saint-Front Cathedral. Wow, this is stunning. It still looks medieval. The city is just absolutely gorgeous. Every time I film, there's hammering or like I've been all over France into a ton of different cathedrals and churches, and this one has a very unique vibe. I'm vibing it. I love exploring churches. Christmas is over, but they still got their nativity set out.
One of these things you're going to notice about these towns is there's real estate agencies everywhere. And what I recently learned is they don't have an MLS, which we have in the US. So actually every agency will have their own listings. There are some online services that make it all together, but it's not like we're in the US, everything's listed together. One agent can find you anything on any market. Here, you actually have to shop around, and it's a little bit more work. This actually applies to our situation where we kind of didn't have the best experience because it was benefiting the agency rather than what our best needs were. Well, one thing I'm noticing, and I kind of knew this before, but homes here closer to Périgueux tend to be quite more expensive than the area we found. For less property, they're stunning homes though. Like there's literally a castle for 1.8 million euro. Some of these homes are really stunning. But the price is so much more than what we paid in our area of France. And it's only like 40 minutes away. So
one of the great things about France too is how they have all these medieval Roman old school towns and villages. Like you can literally just drive around, pop in them. The churches, the cathedrals are works of art. The cathedral we were just in, the Saint-Front, absolutely gorgeous. Love the paintings. Tried to take it all in. It's been a while since I've been in an actual cathedral, so kind of reminded me of my days going to school here because we would go explore churches and cathedrals and old buildings and medieval and Roman ruins and just really take in the uniqueness of France. Since Périgueux is a mix of Roman and medieval architecture, right behind me you can see some of that medieval architecture. Okay, it is a little cold out here, so we are going to try this coffee shop up here and try to warm up. How they afford to have gold on sushi, I have no idea, but quite amazing. You want some golden sushi? This is the place to go. We just finished up our cute little afternoon here in Périgueux, and I have to say I absolutely really enjoyed this city. It was so much fun. It was very cute. This is definitely somewhere if you're in the area you should come visit and check out. It's really, really clean.
it's like a bigger, I don't know, I really like it.
It definitely feels a little affluent here, so very nice. Seems like there's a little bit more
Wanna go down
money
that way?
here. Yeah. The following day, we headed out to explore Sarlat. The drive from our village featured stunning villages and towns built into the hills. We have made it to the town of Sarlat here in the Dordogne. We're gonna go walk around and see some things, see what this town has to offer, and then talk about it. First impressions is it's very cute. It's very like kind of dense, populated in a small area, so it feels more like a city than a bigger town. It's very medieval. It looks like your typical Périgueux architecture. It seems to have lots of cute little cafes and restaurants. One random thing we noticed when we got here is there's several tattoo shops, so if you want a tattoo, maybe this is a place to go. As you can see behind me, this building here, Sarlat is known for having medieval architecture. It's got that very standard Périgueux look mixed in with medieval. This is a trend I'm noticing across Périgueux as well as here. Bergerac does have medieval features, but these are a lot more medieval.
So off the bat, looking at the restaurants, it feels like the area that we're in, since it's Centreville, which tends to be tourist more oriented, prices are about €10 more than what I'm expecting back in Bergerac or even Périgueux, which seem to be, we're looking at a menu, which is the combination of different items. You get a starter, a main, and the dessert usually, or some other variation of that. It's about €25. And Bergerac, I usually see that for 15 to €20, so it is a little bit more expensive. This feels kind of maybe a little more touristy in this part of the city. It's very cool. I mean, it looks like we're in a castle. So if you're looking for like that castle vibe, this is probably the most medieval town I feel like we've been to lately. Definitely should be on your bucket list.
This town is absolutely beautiful. Everywhere you go, it's just medieval, 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 which is personally a time period and architecture that I really enjoy. In Paris, there's an area by La Sorbonne called Cluny, which is a medieval museum. I think the museum building is absolutely gorgeous, and this is kind of giving those same vibes. Sarlat is also known for being a place with immigrants from the United Kingdom, so if you're an English speaker, this might be an area you want to live, so you can communicate with people in your native tongue. It doesn't feel as French as Périgueux, but it's still really beautiful, and we're happy to be here. It is very windy today. The medieval architecture kind of reminds me of Belgium, actually.
So we're just walking by a random restaurant in town in Sarlat, and the menu is very Périgueux, meaning lots of foie gras, lots of duck, gravlax, duck breast, pork, duck, rosemary confit, salmon. It's interesting. I like duck. I don't love that much duck, and I'm not a huge, sorry, forgive me, I'm not a huge foie gras fan, especially how it's made. That being said, it looks like there could be some good food around this town. Oh, is that for like the goals?
Mm-hmm. I definitely feel like a knight in shining armor is about to pop out.
Yeah, it's actually, there's a hotel to our right now. Dylan, you'll pan over in just a second. It's been here since 1524. That's a little old. That's like really old. That's really cool. Look at it here.
Where does it say that?
The Roy, excuse. It's not a hotel, I guess. Sorry.
So we selected this pub. We wanted to keep it very simple. I really liked that they have duck. I like duck, and escargot for the appetizer on the menu. So we're gonna eat here and then continue to walk around and then head back to our cute little village. This has been a very lovely day, a cute little day trip. This is somewhere if you go visit that you kind of only need to stay like a day or two. There is not a ton happening, but we knew that coming here because it's a little town.
Merci.
Alors, the plate of the day is a cheeseburger.
Oui, je l'ai vu.
Ah d'accord, on
Ah ouais,
va
ça va.
ouais, je vois.
Oui.
ça m'arrange.
Non, ça va.
Ok. Et l'entrée du moment, c'est tourin blanchi truffé.
Ok, merci madame.
Merci. I'm just gonna get the cheeseburger.
Mhm.
What are you gonna get?
I'm gonna get the
Confit-
escargot et
confit-
aussi
and the
le confit
confit
de
de
canard, salade
Can I have a
pomme,
taste of?
saladaise.
It's the Sarla salad, I think that's what that means. Can I have a taste of yours if I got that cheeseburger?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One thing that happens in French as someone who speaks French is you go up and you only speak French and they don't register that you're speaking French, and then they come and they're like speaking English. It's like I walked up to her, did everything in French, then she came back and started speaking English, but she's very nice. She went back into French when I went to French. But that is just one thing. If you're learning French, you just have to continue to go in French. You can't be uncomfortable when you're learning a language. You have to deal with being uncomfortable when you're learning a language to push through that. Otherwise, you're never going to continue to progress in the language.
Est-ce que vous voulez boire quelque chose en attendant?
Justo.
Those,
De l'eau?
Ok, je voudrais leur entrée et plat,
Oui.
les escargots et le confit de canard.
D'accord.
pour moi, un plat de jeu, s'il vous plaît, en saignant.
D'accord,
Ouais,
merci.
bon, ouais, merci.
Merci.
Based on walking around for like an hour now and looking around, I would say this feels a little more touristy than what I've become used to in the southwest region of France. Definitely Périgueux, that vibe was really, we just loved it. We really, really loved it. It was bright, it was big, it was open. This is very medieval, like, so the city looks really condensed. Like, tall buildings, narrow streets, but definitely a different vibe, and lots of tourist like gift shops, which I'm used to in certain parts of certain cities. So that must be a big driver. It's also very quiet midweek here. We're hungry. It was an hour drive here. It's like going back in time. It's interesting.
I'm actually a very picky eater, but I'm a big fan of escargot. I don't know why, I think it tastes really good. First time I had escargot was in DC at Le Diplomat, but I have to say escargot in France is way better. Okay, we just finished eating. It's pub food, so we were expecting that. We didn't really feel like sitting down and having a whole gourmet French meal today. One thing to note though, when you come here, this is definitely somewhere that's probably more popping in spring and summer, which tends to be true with a lot of the Dordogne, because British people love to come here in the summer and hang out. A lot of British people have summer homes here. They don't necessarily live here full time. However, in the off season, if you're looking for a more chill vibe, this is definitely somewhere to come. Overall, we definitely love Périgueux and Sarlat. These have been two cute places.
One thing that's always important is to remember there's so much more than just Paris. There's so much beyond there. And I hope that you can see that in some of our content.
I do wish it was spring though, because these trees I bet are absolutely beautiful. Same thing with Périgueux, there were so many trees, but the leaves aren't there because it is winter. I can't wait to go back in the spring and summer and re-see these cities in all their beautiful glory with trees. We hope you enjoyed watching, and we can't wait to share what we're going to find next, where we're gonna go explore. We're thinking about places to go hiking, maybe more nature the next time.
Hey, we're gonna do something outdoors related. It'll be fun.
But yeah, Sarlat and Périgueux are absolutely beautiful. Again, with Sarlat, loved Sarlat.
Ooh, look at this.
Ooh, loved the medieval. I mean, this is really cool. So it definitely feels like you're in like 1500s. Whereas a lot of France can be more Baroque and classical, because like old buildings are really hard to maintain and don't last forever. But France does a great job of preserving their medieval structures. Even in Paris, you'll find some medieval things still standing. It's just great to go explore places outside of Paris, because there is so much more to France than Paris. Obviously, Paris is my favorite place, but I think it's really important because the people are different, the regions are different, the architecture is different, the food is different. And if you limit yourself to one place, you're not getting that full experience. So when you come to France, make sure you are going to these other towns and villages and other cities, because there's so much to discover. Anyway, thanks for watching, and à la prochaine!